This is Sports Chat with Nat.
This is Sports Chat with Nat. We back for week 3. Listen,
we know y'all missed us.
we miss y'all, and we don't know what's going on. All kinds of messes happening. Injuries everywhere. But we ain't gonna talk. We'll talk about it when we get to the team. Starting off tomorrow night, we got the New York Giants at the San Francisco 49ers. Now listen.
They're going out for a whole 3 to 4 weeks, man. Ankle spray. I ain't happy because I had him on my fantasy football team and he got me like 20-something points just last week.
Yeah, they're trying to talk about he healing fast. Y'all better take your time. Look at Cincinnati and Joe. Take your time. And they playing the 49ers who have not, I repeat, have not lost a regular season game since Christian McCaffrey got there.
I was already going to call
it. And Brock is still the only quarterback that has not lost since he started. I'm just saying.
Come on, Mr. Irrelevant, becoming Mr. Relevant. We told you about that.
Yeah, so I ain't blinking. San Francisco 34, Giants 21.
You calling it that close?
That ain't close. 34-21. That ain't that close.
Considering that the Giants got ran through by Dallas.
Yeah, but they just had the biggest comeback last week. They came back.
They did. Okay. But also Saquon was actually in the game and actually getting points. He ain't going to be in this one.
But he went out of the game too, and they still won. Okay, so I'm gonna give them some credit.
I mean, I still think the 49ers are gonna win. I think they're gonna drag the Giants. I think the lead is gonna be way larger than this one that she called. But
McCaffrey is leading all rushers with 268 yards. That offensive line ain't no joke. Okay, keeping it moving. Moving right to the Sunday afternoon, 1 o'clock. Tennessee Titans at the Cleveland Browns. Now, let's pause for a moment of silent respect.
Let's have a moment.
Picture. If y'all haven't seen the picture, if your stomach can stand it, it's on the internet. But listen.
What happened to his leg? Let me look it up right quick.
Look it up, honey. And it's just
his knee?
It's his knee. And in 2015, it was the same knee. He's going to have multiple surgeries on that one knee.
Yeah, he's out for the whole season.
He is out for the season. They have hired Kareem Hunt, that abuser. They done picked him back up.
They sure did.
Yeah, they done picked his domestic violence beaten butt back up. But anyhow, I think they're going to win for Nick. I think they're going to win on sheer heart, 21-20. I'm going to make it close, but 21-20. But I'm going to give it to them.
Who you giving it to, the Browns?
I'm giving it to the Browns. I'm going to give it to the Browns over them Titans.
Yeah, the Titans going to mess it up as usual, even though they did win last week. But
And anytime Derrick Henry ain't in the top 5 rushing, you got a problem. So keeping it moving right along. Falcons at the Lions.
He isn't that. Hold up. I'm looking at the picture. Sorry, I could do it from a nursing perspective. So stuff does not look as bad as I be thinking. I mean, it's bad, but
maybe you ain't looking at the right picture, baby. Because if you looking at the right picture, you would go, ooh. Yeah. But anyway, we're going to your Falcons and them Detroit Lions.
Rise up. Let's talk about how she need to give some respect to us.
I did some research. How you say his name? Bijan. How you say his name?
Bijan Robinson.
Number 2.
Throwing back.
Number 2 in rushing. Okay. And Jesse Bates, your defensive player of the week 1.
He was
2. He's tied for number 2.
3 interceptions. Week 1.
And the defense, number 3 total defense. Now, although Jared Goff is number 5 with 71% completion and only 1 interception, I'm still suspect. I'm suspect, and as long as y'all got Woo in that name, Cool.
You talking about our kicker?
What is name? Cool. Woo. What is
Young Way Cool.
But
4-3.
Listen,
So that's 3-3.
Give that boy 3 seconds and the football field, and he got y'all some points. So 25-24, Falcons over the line.
Are we gonna have another close game? You said 25-24?
Y'all can't blow nobody out.
I mean, we not. That is true. We're not blowing anybody out.
You ain't blowing them out.
Me have heart attacks.
Yeah.
But yes. Yeah. Remember, you guys, I called it last week. I said, don't sleep on us. Do not sleep.
I did. So now we're moving right on to the Saints and the Packers. Now, Derek Carr's on a mission. I told y'all last week, ever since he got fired, he on a mission. Now, the Packers and Jordan Love, okay, but the Packers ain't doing nothing on defense. And the Saints are doing a little something on defense. Saints 21, Packers 17. I know you won't go like it, but I just think the experience of Derek Carr will outweigh Jordan Love. I just think the game gonna be tight, but I just think it's gonna work out. And their defense is a little bit better than the Packers, so we're gonna roll with that. How about that?
I'm gonna take the Packers on this one.
Oh, whoa. What? Oh,
yeah,
I might gonna be losing it because every time she picks up my own pick.
That is true. I have been doing that this week so far.
So you got the Packers.
I got the Packers on this one.
Okay.
I think honestly, I think Jordan has a little bit more has more receivers and a little bit more talent.
Okay.
To like get some points and stuff. And although the defense Packers D isn't really I don't know, because remember they actually did pretty well against Chicago. So their defense was good.
Okay, so you got the Packers.
So
okay, so
I'm taking the Packers on this one.
Okay, Broncos at the Dolphins. Listen, Russell, that was a beautiful Hail Mary, beautiful. But I still say you got a mental block for 2-point conversions and anything from the 1 yard line because you couldn't even get that ball in. Look at I'm sorry, Russell.
Maybe he's still cursed from that Marshawn Lynch moment when they should have ran the ball and they didn't and they threw it and lost.
I think his mind is not. He could throw it all the way down the field, but he couldn't throw it from 2 yards. Listen, okay. And Tua, I bow again, Tua. The Dolphins got over 900 yards in 2 games. He has over 700 yards in 2 games.
Man, y'all need to keep Tyreek Hill if anybody has him on their fantasy football team,
keep him.
Props up to y'all for having him because I missed him. But I mean, there's also like 10 people in my league. But definitely Tyreek and them two together, they're almost like how I had Stephon and Josh Allen together, always making points. So you got them two as your duo.
So I got them 32 over them Broncos 28. I think Russell will get them some points, but they won't win. And it'll look good until the end because he's going to get tired. Okay, moving right along. Chargers at the Vikings. Now look here.
Oh.
There's a lot of talk around the league about getting rid of Kirk Cousins and sending him to the Jets. Kirk is doing...
Okay, let's pause on that. What sense would it make to trade him to the Jets? Because then who is the Vikings backup quarterback?
I have no idea. But, yeah. What?
Also, you guys, Kirk Cousins, even though they like 1-1, no, they're 0-2 right now. Kirk has been getting nice fantasy football points. He got like 28 points in the last with that Eagles Vikings game. So don't sleep on him as a quarterback, even though their team is losing. They putting up points.
Madison? Who? Alexander Madison? Is that what they're saying?
So let's logically get this together. You're going to trade Kirk Cousins to the Jets while y'all have a backup quarterback that nobody knows the name of, like who he is.
Well, what I was getting ready to say is, although Kurt is doing phenomenal, the team is still winless.
Yeah, that is true.
So they would ship him off. So I don't know. I'm just saying that's what's circulating in the air on this First Take, Get Up, all of them. I don't know what's going to happen. I love Kurt. I think he's doing a phenomenal job. And Justin is doing just as well. I say 28-24. I hate to go against the Vikings. Both teams are winless. Somebody got to win.
That is true. Somebody gonna get their first.
One of them gonna win. And I just think the Chargers
I'm gonna say that's gonna be a good close game of the week. I think that's gonna be a really good game. You got Justin Jefferson, Austin Eckler, like
and all of them are doing very well in the
all of them are fantasy football. Yeah. What is his name? No, that's a Rams player. I thought that was a
Justin is number 1 in receiving.
Yep.
And they got C. Bynum is 4th place with 25 tackles. So yeah, and Kurt is number 2. He only trails Tua. And he only trails Tua by what? About 6-7 yards. 708 to 715. What's that? How many yards is that? My math ain't working. 9 yards.
All right, I was trying to see. No, that's a Rams player I was thinking about. Never mind. But still, yeah. Keenan Allen, he's been doing really well for them too. So
I mean, I may be wrong, but I just feel like the Chargers might come out on top because I don't know. 28-24. I may be wrong on that one too, but anyhow, that's where my heart is today. That's where my head is.
I'm gonna throw up, so I don't really know. I'm gonna be honest, I really don't know this one. I kind of think the Vikings may actually pull it off on this one.
I was like this. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like this.
It's a little teeter-totter, so
I'm really teeter-totter.
I'm gonna go with the purple and white gold.
And it's even on the Sports Center, it's even.
Yeah,
it's even.
Everybody's lost, so
it's even.
I'm gonna take the Vikings on this.
Take the Vikings. Okay, all right. Damn it! Excuse me. That means I might lose. Anyhow, moving on. Patriots at the Jets. Listen, Zach is whack. That's what I wrote. Zach look whack. Listen, Aaron, take him to the retreat with you next time and bring him back brand new.
Oh, no, because Aaron went to that retreat and then got hurt in the 4th play of the game. So obviously the retreat did not help him. All it did was clear his mind, but his body was easily broken.
But I don't believe Belichick gonna lose another game, 3 games in a row. I don't see that happening. 21-17, Patriots over the Jets.
Okay. I'll take that with you.
All right, now this one here now. Bills at the Commanders.
Okay, I'm excited about this one, and I'm super lost because I got both the Bills and defense and the Commanders defense, and I was just watching fantasy football talk before we came on, and they were to actually put the Bills defense in versus the Commanders. I'm kind of like, I don't know. I actually personally put in the Commanders thing is, and I honestly. Oh, I kind of. Who you call it?
I think they're gonna get after Josh so bad. He gonna be shook. He gonna be throwing that ball every which way. He gonna be dropping that football. Commanders 28, Bills 24.
Okay, I agree with you on this one because that's exactly what I was about to say. I think it's about to be an upset. I think everybody's in the league gonna be like the what? Washington Redskins. I mean, Commanders are back up in this. So yes, I agree. That is exactly what I was thinking. I'm calling the Commanders on that one too.
Okay.
Now their defense, I would definitely say keep them in because I think they're gonna be running through that. Now they players though, because dang.
But see what y'all keep forgetting. They got Eric Bimery from Kansas City. They're gonna be putting up some points. I'm telling you.
I just need them to get Andre, what's his name, Gibson, to come back in here. He ain't been doing well. I need him to run. Give me some points, something.
So,
but yeah. Other than that.
So we got Commanders 28, Bills 24. Moving right to them Texans and Jaguars. Listen. Sunshine. We need you to show up, Sunshine.
On me.
Sunshine. I believe they're going to be able to do something with the Texans, 28-14. That's all I'm going to say.
So you about to put the Texans as 0-3? They lost last week to the Colts.
Listen, I don't believe they're gonna beat them Jaguars. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. What you got? You think they're gonna do something against the Jaguars?
No, it's not gonna be shining on them.
Okay, moving on. Colts at the Ravens. I tell you what, I'm not finna do. Go against them Ravens again.
Thank you.
Now listen, the Colts do have Zaire Franklin, who leads the NFL with 30 solo tackles. That may be all well and good, but I still say Ravens 32, Colts 21.
Also, isn't Richardson?
He's in concussion. Is he out of concussion protocol?
I don't know yet. He's still, last time I checked, he was still in concussion protocol. So I don't even know if he's gonna be playing. Well, I think he will be we'll find out either Saturday or Sunday. He might be a game time decision.
Okay. All right. He remains in concussion protocol 8 hours ago.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, moving right along. The Panthers at the Seahawks. Gino,
can you? Yeah.
Gino, I need you to show up again. Show up again. Don't take it into overtime. Beat them before we get to overtime. 28-21.
Can you also put up some more fantasy football points, sir?
Come on, Gino.
Come on, put up some more fantasy football points. You did good for me last week.
Yeah, come on.
Week one, you only had like 9. So maybe somebody gave you some tofu, something to help you. Some
extra protein.
Some vegan meat, something. But yes, continue. Win. Because the Panthers, Sorry, Bryce Young. You'll be trying.
He'll be all right next year. He'll be all right.
No, he's not.
He'll be all right.
I mean, yes, I hope that you are still okay. And then that team right there, this team right here, still comes out on top. But yes. So,
now, Chicago Bears at the Kansas City Chiefs.
Them gummy bears?
Listen, that's exactly what they looking like. Gummy bears. They looking ridiculous. And listen, Kansas City ain't looking much better.
No, but they gonna beat Chicago.
They're gonna beat them. But who saw this? I think it. Travis Kelce. He got unsportsmanlike conduct. He snatched his helmet. He missed a catch, snatched his helmet. Unsportsmanlike. He kicked the ball in the stands. That's gonna be a fine. And one of them balls he missed, he sat on the ground, rolled over slowly, and got up slowly and slowly walked back to the huddle. He did not get up and trot or jog back to the huddle.
Travis,
listen, I told y'all, I looked at the eye. His face ain't looking right. He ain't looking right up in here. He ain't right.
What's wrong with Travis?
He ain't healed yet.
They brought him back too early?
Too early. That boy rolled, I kid you not. He sat down, propped his knees up, rolled over slowly, got up slowly, and walked slowly back to the huddle. I'm just saying.
To be honest, he didn't really give me very good fantasy football points. He only got about 10 points last game, which is pretty shocking because Travis usually hits about 20. Like, you at least know you at least getting at least 18 plus with him. So,
I'm just saying.
Who would have thought that also with the Bears got a little something going on in their office only because, their defensive coordinator literally just resigned to go take care of his health. And he said his family, he hopes to return to football soon, but he needs to work on himself. So now the Bears ain't really got no defense. I mean, they really didn't have one before, but now they really ain't got one. So, yeah.
Kansas City has not put up 20 points yet. Okay?
Come on.
That's not the case. I'm telling y'all, they're going to miss Eric. I'm telling y'all, they're going to miss Eric. And Washington is going to reap the benefits from Eric. I'm telling you.
They're going to reap the benefits, but you know who if they keep on the track that they're on of what they're on now, who's going to end up taking it on? The 49ers.
Yeah. So listen, moving right along, Cowboys at the Cardinals. Now listen, Joshua Dobbs that the floated around from the
Cowboys
Steelers
about to be 3-0 again.
He looked like the genius, the scientist that he is the first half. Second half, he looked like smut. So anyway, I was cheering for him because I like him as a person. But Cowboys, listen, they lead the NFL in turnovers, +7. Their defense is off the charts. They number 1. Dak is in a whole nother mindset, and because Mike McCarthy calling the plays. Listen, 38-14. I believe they're gonna put up another good amount of points. The Cardinals ain't gonna stop them. What they gonna do? Watch them. They ain't stopping nothing.
Fly through that star.
Yeah.
Cardinal just gone.
And listen, I digress for one quick second. All of a sudden, since some old stuff seeping out on Jerry Jones, all of a sudden he wants to help Black people, minorities own the ticket.
What?
Yeah, he talking about he want to help get minority owners.
What's in it for you, Jerry?
Jerry.
What's in it for you?
He's just trying to cover up the fact that he owned them John Gruden tapes and some more mess getting ready to slip out on him. Watch what I tell you now. Mark it down. Mark it down, because he one of the main ones was saying if they can't, they don't want to hire them or coaches,
they should come up with their own team.
They don't understand each other. They don't have nothing in common.
Yeah, him and not only him, but then the Bills owner too. We're talking about if they think it's hard, they need to go back to Africa.
Yeah. And I know he owned that tape with Gruden and that DC stuff. He owned them tapes because he said, and I quote, "You can't say what you used to say 30 years ago," which means it's some more mess out there on him. Listen, hold it. Do y'all hear me? It's a mess out there on Jerry Jones. Okay, moving on.
It's the only place that y'all can hear this on, because on regular TV you can't really talk about this, but that's why we got YouTube channels and stuff. We can say all this stuff.
All right, now listen. So 38-14. All right, now Steelers at the Raiders.
First off, I would like to give myself an applause on that one too, of also calling that the Steelers were going to win that. She really did believe in her team, but I figured they were going to win. Okay, so they've been talking about Kenny Pickens a lot.
I'm going to choke him. I'm going to say it loud. I'm going to choke him.
Somebody said, "Wow." I actually just read a video earlier that said about all 32 teams in the NFL like their reliability, and Kenny was definitely on part of the
reliability. Listen, I listen. I don't know what happened between the preseason and now, but I still think I think we're gonna pull this one out.
I do too.
21-20. I don't think we're gonna squeak by 21-20. Now I think we did an awesome job. The defense did an awesome job. I think we gonna do it again. But listen, the fans was chatting in the stand, "Fire Canada, fire Canada." Tomlin said, "I heard them. I appreciate their passion." I don't know what that means.
Najee needs to
listen. I'm so sick of him.
Najee, I hope you see this and listen to me. Boy, I need you to run. Give me some fantasy football points, because a lot of us are depending on you, and you are on my team.
But he can't run through a wall. They need a hole. They can't.
Somebody have people make a red sea for him.
He ain't got no hole.
I know. That's what I said. That they need to make a little red sea. Let run.
They ain't doing nothing. And Jalen is so little. He go up under them and get through there and sneak through. But Najee's so big, he think he can just run through them. Listen, boy,
no, you can't do that. You on a wall.
Listen, but I think we're gonna win. I still think we're gonna win. It's Sunday night. We usually win on prime time. I don't know what that's about, but anyhow, Mike, I love you. Tomlin,
yeah, I love you, Mike. So listen, I believe in you.
We sending it through the airways. Tomlin, get it together. Together.
Yeah, right, y'all haven't lost on for prime time in a minute. So yeah.
Okay. Now, due to the writers and actors strike, They will be putting Monday night games on ABC. They are
that's why they've been doing that. That's why they've been having 2 games on.
Yes, because they cannot broadcast new shows right now because we're still striking. So for those of you that don't know, I'm part of that strike. I'm an actor. I'm part of that strike. So I ain't working either. Okay. Anyway, so Monday night, you got 2 games. You got the Eagles at the Buccaneers at 7:15. Oh, ABC. Listen, now.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly on, fly on. Now Baker Mayfield is flying high.
I'm trying to go for them. I really want the Eagles to win this.
They better be on their P's and Q's because Tampa Bay is looking to slip up, make them slip up. I still say Eagles 28. I think Tampa Bay will get 20 points, but they won't beat the Eagles. They won't beat them. What say you? You good? You good with that one?
Oh, I already started saying it. EAGLES Eagles.
All right, now last but not least at 8:15 on ESPN and ESPN2, those Los Angeles Rams at the Cincinnati Bengals with that broke down Joe Burrows. Listen, now y'all know I love Joe Burrows. Check out the Super Bowl Part 1 from year 4 last. Check it out. I got it up there. I love him. I love Joe Cool. But listen, Joe.
He wasn't ready.
Go back and sit down like your receiver told you to sit down till week 5. You did not listen.
Yeah, Jamar Chase was really okay with you being gone for as long as you needed to. And how in the world, who told you to come back from week 8 to 4 to 1? You rough, bruh.
Yeah, you messed up. Now, so Rams, who are looking like the Rams that won the Super Bowl.
Let me tell you all the players that need to be in there, that if you have them.
Because
they're tight end.
Go ahead.
They're tight end. I can't even say his Puka Nakua.
Oh, that new boy. Yeah.
Yeah. Wide receiver. Y'all need to put keep him in. Let's see. Atwell. Let's see. That's a wide receiver. You got him. Some people's Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford number 3.
They have lots of receivers.
He's number 3 in quarterback.
Receiving yards. There you go. I go for the Rams too.
Yeah, the Rams. So the Rams 28 and Bengals 21. Now let me say this real quick before we get off of here, y'all. I got all this data I done printed for this week. But I want y'all to know that doggone Colorado State game that went off at 2:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time was the most viewed game ever.
I forget.
3 million people.
I'm be honest. I knew I had that Deion Sanders jersey on that I was about to wear for a reason. Yes. I'm sorry, Deion. I had to wear my Michael Vick jersey. But, I thought that y'all was about to lose that jersey. You came back and you won it.
And
Coach Prime Time.
Now, the little fella, Blackburn, that hit Travis Hunter, and he has a lacerated liver. That boy getting death threats. Now, some people say he did not get suspended and ejected because he was a good old boy.
What's that supposed to mean? What is a good old boy?
A white boy.
Like Tom Brady-ish?
Like a white boy. And he hit Travis, and he was a white boy, and he didn't get ejected. A lot of people are saying he should be suspended because that was a dirty hit. Now, Deion said that was a football play. He's a young man trying to make a career as a football player. He does not deserve death threats. It's a football game. Yes, we all want to win, but he does not deserve death. Just suspend the boy. It would diminish the threats, okay? Be fair. You kick the other boy out. You kick the other boy out the game. Kick him out the game.
But also, let's go back and just say that you shouldn't be sending death threats on these teams. These are kids. Like, they're just playing for fun. I mean, it was almost like the same thing with Jalen Hurts when he was playing in Alabama and they end up switching him to Tua in that Georgia game, like that Georgia-Bama game. I still wish that they would have kept Jalen in because Georgia would have probably won. But there was a reason why they did it. But I mean, like, he's 20 something years old. Why in the world are you trying to send death threats to a kid like that? Like, the thing about it is, at the end of the day, these are kids playing, like, they're trying to get their education too at the same time. I mean, the only reason you probably mad is because you lost a bet. Somebody else.
Well, let me say this. I was watching the game, and the play to me just looked so intentional. He was already out of bounds. Why did you have to hit him?
I mean, that is true.
That alone in itself should have warranted unsportsmanlike conduct and ejection from the game.
Right.
I got a problem with it. I don't say he deserved death threats, but he needs a suspension.
Right.
Or the coach needs a suspension, because that coach is not taking responsibility for them dirty plays that them folks did. They had several dirty plays. Now you threw that boy out for body slamming Shedeur, but not Travis. And Travis got a lacerated liver.
Yeah, that hurt.
Really? Come on, guys. That hit was intentional, it was dirty, and it was unsportsmanlike. So them not suspending him was a problem for me. I don't like the death threats, but that was a problem for me.
Y'all need to change it up.
Yeah, change the rules up and be fair. So listen, guys, I'm not going into all the rest. I got pages and pages of info for a live that I need to get to y'all, because the WNBA going on, all that stuff. But this right here is the pregame predictions for week 3. It's too early to call winners. But we're going to say one more last thing. The NFC East is the best division right now in the league. 3 teams are undefeated, 2-0, and the other one is 1-1. That's the best. Now,
I told y'all this happening. We're
going to sign off. This is Sports Chat with Nat and Master T, week 3 prediction.
Bye, y'all.
This is Sports Chat with Nat